This is a typical delivery mission in BeamNG. It's slow and relaxing. And this is how speedrunners do it. Weight reduction, cuts, and an almost non-stop switch between high and low gear. Let's dig a bit deeper and see how they do it, why it works, and what exactly happens behind the scenes of these wild speedruns. First, let's define what a delivery mission actually is. It's simple. Take cargo and deliver it. BeamNG has a bunch of unique and wildly different scenarios that fall under the delivery label. There are light-duty deliveries, like camper mishap or guinea pig preparations. Then you have got heavy-duty deliveries, like dog duty or tasty cola delivery. And finally, some missions technically aren't deliveries, but sure feel like it, and sometimes even have delivery in the name, like heavy machinery delivery or gas runner. Today I'm focusing on the heavy-duty side of things. These missions are on a whole different level, unpredictable, chaotic, and full of creative little tricks to squeeze out even the smallest advantage. Let's start strong with a difficult scenario that hides behind a simple name: pipes. It's not old, nor is it very competitive, but it's definitely interesting. The route itself is pretty straightforward. Around 4 minutes of driving uphill on a curvy jungle road, and then 30 seconds of downhill straight to the finish. As simple as it gets. Developers even set the medal time at 4 minutes and 10 seconds. And speedrunners, yeah, they somehow finish this entire thing in under 2 minutes. How? Well, that's both easy and hard to explain. On the one side, you have an easy route with several turns. On the other side, this. So let's take a look at the current world record by KRVO. The start is straightforward. Drive backwards and pick up your cargo. There is a small issue though. The game can be picky about what it considers a successful coupling. And more often than not, this happens. The truck gets stuck and the cargo refuses to move. That's a restart. But if you survive the first 20 seconds and get past one small RNG moment, you're good. Time to move and get to the finish as fast as possible. But with that cargo, nothing happening quickly, especially with the elevation changes coming up later. The plan is simple: lose weight. You see, technically it's not the cargo that has to reach the finish, it's the trailer. But removing the cargo, yeah, that's easier said than done. You need speed, nearly perfect positioning, and most importantly, something unbreakable to smash into. And sadly, speed and unbreakable obstacles aren't exactly easy to find on the pipes map. Let's take a closer look at the starting area. In the first 20 seconds, there are a few spots that might work, but the truck is just too heavy and too slow. There is no way to remove the cargo without ending up completely stuck. The road ahead, on the other hand, is much more promising, mainly because of the 3 lamp posts. They are at the perfect height, far enough from the start to gain speed, and most importantly, they are indestructible. Out of the 3, the first one is too close to the entrance, so it's basically unusable, but the next 2, that's where the magic happens. Get some speed and smash into second or third lamp post. Idea is clear. Execution? Not so much. It's really easy to get stuck trying this. Pipes on the truck are glued to the trailer and refuse to budge with those cargo straps around them. And without huge speed, removing both at the same time is nearly impossible. This is a pure skill game. You must try to catch one of the back straps onto a lamppost to take the whole pipe stack down cleanly, and then use the next lamp to do the same. KRVO managed to do exactly that, and by 32 seconds in his run, he already removed both pipes and, as a bonus, half of the cabin. This removes more than 20 tons of weight from the truck and leads to massive gains in almost every possible characteristic of our Gavril T-series. He used low gear for additional torque, and after that, low gear was used only for rather nasty uphill parts. He finished with a beautiful sub 2 minute time. Let's now look at the complete opposite type of cargo. Same map, Jungle Rock Island, and an even sillier name, wooden planks. As you might have guessed, this time around, the delivery of wooden planks is required. There are 7 in total, and just removing all of them won't cut it. This time, at least one has to be delivered. That's where the major problem lies. If the previous scenario had pipes almost glued to the trailer, these planks can be pushed around like it's nothing. Losing all of them is fairly easy and doesn't require any extra speed or hitting obstacles. That's the real issue. A perfect run means removing 6 out of 7 plank stacks very early in the game, since each weighs roughly 2100 kilos, but at the same time keeping an eye on the last one. One slight bump can ruin the most perfect attempt, and this is why, even though Haiku got a nearly perfect start, removing all the weight in under 20 seconds by hitting the house and getting ideal bounce, the pass after that was rough, and the last plank stack was nearly lost on the final corner. Mind you, this last stack of planks should be very close to the cabin, or else it's gonna be lost on any of the turns around the map. High and low gears were used widely in the run, and they finished with 1 minute and 39 seconds, while medal time is actually 5 minutes. Granted, it's for full cargo being delivered. Up next is another delivery that was cut in half. Cafe supplies. This one been around for almost a year now, and in that short amount of time, it has had several evolutions of weight reduction strategy. This time around, we are delivering a huge container filled with 2 tons of goodies. And it's the same situation as with pipes. You don't need your cargo, just the trailer. So how did speedrunners manage to cut the time of the track in half so quickly? It's all started with one indestructible obstacle: a road sign. Now, you'd probably think it's a monolith, and we are going to hit it from the side to dislodge the cargo. Nope. For some reason, the devs forgot to include collisions with the actual pole, and the sign is conveniently located at the perfect height to remove both the cabin and the cargo, for a massive reduction in weight. There are 2 problems, however. First, speed. You need a lot of it to actually remove everything and then regain it later on. And second, it's very far from the start. It can take up to 1.5 minutes just to get there. After some testing, speedrunners found a new cut right at the start. By hitting the trailer hard, you could actually dislodge the cargo, and it would drop down right away. Great stuff, but it was fixed. And after that, just a few clicks at the start of the run changed everything. Simply put, speedrunners started detaching the container early on to try and remove it either on the turn to the road or even earlier, like the current world record holder, Wolf, who used slight bumps from the corpse to remove the container and saved precious seconds. I didn't talk much about the map itself, since it's pretty easy overall. A mountain wide road with a lot of 180-degree corners. The only really problematic part is an icy road section that's pretty close to the finish, but without the weight dragging the truck down, it's much more manageable. And that was just 3 of many delivery scenarios. There is still more to talk about, like Dog Duty, where only one weight reduction trick is used, or Supercar Shipment, where losing the pricey bolide to reduce weight is actually thought to be a mistake. And of course, who could forget Scintilla Delivery, where weight reduction isn't even an option. Instead, the only skip is right at the finish, and it literally destroys every single scintilla. Let's take a closer look at Supercar Shipment, since it's easily the most unique of the 3. On paper, it's simple. You only need one car to finish the scenario. Any of the bumps along the road can launch a bolide off the trailer. In fact, it's so easy that most of the time you don't even have to try. Just clear the course and one of the cars will fall off eventually. But even though the bolide weighs literally a ton, there is a hidden issue when one of 2 cars is removed, and it's located right at the finish. For some reason, removing one of the 2 bolides makes the game hold you at the finish line for 5 full seconds. And since the map is only about 2.5 minutes long and the bolide's weight isn't that huge, you might not even gain 5 seconds by dropping it. Sadly, the map isn't optimized to the extreme, so we might never know which method is the best. But the current world record by KRVO actually uses the first trick, dropping a car. Meanwhile, Haiku's run from 4 months earlier skipped weight reduction completely and ended up full 6 seconds slower. Delivery missions aren't the most popular category in BeamNG speedrunning, but they are definitely some of the most unique. The margin for error is tiny, and every second you spend with cargo is time you are losing. And that's exactly what makes them so interesting and the perfect place for a new speedrunner to try their luck and skill. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.